The chancellor is entering a storm when he arrives in Washington today for meetings at the International Monetary Fund. What will happen after Friday when the bank buys bonds? What's next for the governor? That's up to the governor, but the Bank of England governor says investors need to get their houses in order before Friday. The words "you've got 3 days left, you've got to get this done" are echoing through UK financial markets, sending the pound plunging, but these are just the most recent lurches. On a roller coaster ride that no one particularly enjoys, Mr. Kwarteng's brief budget, according to the fund's chief economist, exacerbated the situation for the bank in the United Kingdom. It was the impression that the budget, as it was announced, would have a very short-term stimulative effect and would have complicated the Bank of England's efforts to reduce inflation. So that's something that, again, the details are now coming out in a few weeks and we look forward to that discussion. To put it another way, the clock is ticking for both the Chancellor and the markets because we now know that billions of pounds of money from pension schemes were invested in funds that were simply not equipped to deal with these market lurchers. Although I don't want to sound overly alarmist about this, I think that a lot of people outside of the pensions industry have been quite surprised to learn that pension funds have amassed such a significant amount of debt. As a result, a real problem in the government bond market has the potential to spill over into problems for insurance companies or banks. The bond market is actually very important because there is a risk of spreading to other financial and real economy assets like houses and the like. This brings us back to the governor's comments after the many budgets. The bank provided emergency support for the bond market, but that will end on Friday. Will they change their mind? No one knows if this is a game of financial chicken, but the bank is playing hard. Shortly after the governor's remarks, it issued a statement stating that it is essential that lessons be learned from this episode. However, this is not just a game. Bond rates determine the rates we pay for our mortgages, and with 2-year fixed-rate mortgages now above 6.4%, those taking out loans face the largest mortgage burden since the late 1980s, which led to a housing crash.